Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura Show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm healed. I'm not sick anymore. Finally. Good morning, good morning. Hello, birds. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Get yourself a coffee. Take your shoes off, get yourself a snack. We are going to be here for a while because we get together every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. to hang out and to make stuff together and to craft and to talk about crafting and all the things. So if that sounds fun, stick around, subscribe, like the video. And if that doesn't sound fun, then maybe this is not the place for you. But we're a fun group. We're a fun, crafty, friendly group here. So if you're interested, join us. Hit the subscribe button, like the video on your way in. It helps the channel grow, and you're already here, so you might as well. And today, I want to show you, first of all, I got some yarn at the thrift store. Did I need yarn? No. Did I get yarn? Yes. And I'm feeling like I want to start a knitting project. Do I have multiple crochet projects on the go? Also, yes. However, I think I want to start a knitting project today. I thought that would be something fun for us to do together. I want another sweater for myself, another knitted sweater. And I have a whole lot of yarn that doesn't have a project plan. And I thought that a good project plan would be a sweater. Good morning, Candy. Good morning, Candace. You sound a whole lot better. I feel a whole lot better. I still have residual phlegm. I'm just going to move past it. Not dealing with it because it seems a little rude that it should even exist still in my body. So I'm just going to live with it and we're going to move past it. That's the plan. So I have knitting needle sizes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's the US sizes, which is 3.5, 3.75, 4 millimeters, 4.5, 5, 5.5, and 6. I think the last time I made a sweater, I made it with like one of the 5s, 5 or 5.5. I don't know if I should do a 6 millimeter, if that's going to be too big. Let me show you the yarn that I'm thinking. So I thrifted some yarn over the weekend and I want to use that. However, it's black. So I don't want to use it on its own because I'll go crazy trying to look at black yarn for days and days. So I have this yarn here. Let me show it to you. It is Mary Maxim, which was a reason I wanted to try it out. It's the Mary Maxim Royale. It's 70% acrylic, 30% mohair, and there are these 50-gram balls. They're super light and, well, they're 50 grams, and the thickness of the yarn is probably like a 2 or a 3. So it's super fine yarn. It's really, really soft. Like, you can't really see it. The camera doesn't show you how soft it really is, but it's got this really nice soft halo. It's probably the mohair making it extra soft, but I kind of love that it's got a mix of mohair and acrylic because usually when it's wool, it's going to be really heavy and hot, but when it's acrylic, you know, it's not the softest. Get out of here, you. But I thought we could mix black with another color. So I have a couple other Mary Maxim varieties. I have this one. It's the Bon Bon yarn, and this is 100% acrylic. The color is not in English, so I can't tell you what the color is because it's in, like, I don't know, Polish maybe. But I have 3 colors in that, and I think together these 3 would be enough for a knitted sweater. I don't know though, because I feel like it took so many of the white yarns to make that white sweater. I might be wrong. I don't know how many balls of yarn it's going to take to make a sweater, but I love how these 3 look together. They're all from the same range. And then I thought I could also bring in a really bright green. It might be a little weird, but green tends to work together even when it's freakishly different than the other greens. I know this isn't green, but like these 3 are greens, and that's for sure going to be enough yarn. But I'm thinking if I did like one stripe of this, 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 one stripe, you know what I mean? Like make this my base color and have these be the other colors in the sweater. So, I mean, I love green, so that would be nice. Stripes, I don't know how I feel about a knitted striped sweater. Could be cool. But I was thinking we could incorporate the black by just doubling the yarn. So using the black yarn with the green yarn, because the black yarn is quite thin, and knitting an entire item in black sounds like not fun to me, especially with it being so thin and black. I feel like that would be not fun to knit an entire sweater that way, but having it black with green, it could be fun. Alternatively, I can do green and black stripes. So I do like 3 or 4 rows of black and then rows of green. That's also an option. But I feel like if I double it up, it'll be a thick sweater, which is nice. Because my other knitted sweater is kind of thin. Like it's comfortable, but it's not like warm. So I feel like this would thicken it up. What do you think? Do you have an opinion? I don't know. And this one is obviously a different type of yarn. Like it's a different spin. This one's more like a hand spun kind of thick, chunky spin yarn. And this one's a lot tighter. Beelzebub, where are you? Okay, you're there. Good. Just making sure the birds aren't going to do crimes. So I don't know what I think. The other thought I had was doing the sweater in this with the black, because that might look cool. Pink and black and green and black. But I did already start a project with this, so I could take that out and do it in another one of these yarns. What do you think? Not sure how you feel about the bright green. I get that. So, because this yarn, I have 2 balls of it, and each of the balls has 313 meters, and I don't remember how much I needed for the sweater, but I don't think it was like 600 meters. I feel like it was a lot less than what I need for a crocheted sweater, you know? But I don't know if I have enough of just this. So then it would be like, I have this color, and then I would need an additional color to bring in for like the cuffs and the hemline or something, you know? I don't know. Hi all, I'm doing a hexagon sweater in green for my niece. Fine yarn, hook number 4. I wish I had a bigger hook, like 7 millimeters. Well, it'll look beautiful with a 4 millimeter hook, that's for sure. You say with the added sage green. So you say with this green added in. I feel like this green actually matches better though. You know, that green matches versus that green. Okay, so you're saying the lighter green. Like these ones together. Okay. Yeah, that could be cool. And then the cuffs in this. But this is also thicker than this. So the cuffs and the neckline and the hem would be thicker. Unless I do the cuffs with 1 strand of this and then double these ones up for the body. That could work. Actually, that probably will work. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so that means we're starting with this one. And then we'll double up for those ones for the middle. And then I'll just do the booty pattern. What are we doing for this? Was this a booty or a headband? A hat. This was going to be a hat. So for the hat, I'll just use a different yarn. It's fine. No problem. I just want to use this mohair because it's so pretty and it's so soft, and I just want to knit with it. Okay, so now we have to decide what, are we going to do top down or bottom up for the knitted sweater? Because if we do top down, that means I need to count my stitches better. If we do bottom up, I don't really need to count my stitches. I mean, I need to count them so I can do a rib stitch, but not as much. Okay, gotta tell you what I saw on Bag a Day channel. You could do it too, but for babies. She did a Christmas collar for doggies. Oh, that's cute. A Christmas collar. That's kind of adorable. But I could do it for babies. Bag a Day was mentioned on another one of the channels that I watch. I could only imagine, or I could only dream to be mentioned on one of the channels I watch. She was just passively mentioned by a not crochet channel, was just saying that she's learning crochet, and then said like, I'm learning from Bag a Day, and I was like, you're not from here. What do you mean? You're not even from our community, and you just mentioned her casually. I want to be mentioned in a community that's not my community. Not babies, I mean your babies, Thunder and Rohan. Oh, okay, got it. Oh, she did it for a different size dog, I'm guessing then. So I'm just gonna wind up this ball of yarn so that I can put it into my yarn bowl. I was gonna say yarn ball bowl. Oh, I know what video you're talking about. I saw that video too. Oh, did you? We watched the same content, I think. Anyway, I was like, oh, I want to be mentioned in a video that has nothing to do with crochet, just to a random community. Get a whole bunch of new subscribers from a random place. That would be amazing. Imagine. Oh, someday we'll hit 100,000 subscribers, and then if it takes the same amount of time that it took me to get to 100,000 subscribers to get to 1 million, then I'll be 100 years old by the time I get to 1 million. But let's assume that it'll grow faster than that. There's 100,000. There's... Oh no, there's only 10 100,000s in 1 million, right? Because you don't have 1,000,000. Never mind. So it wouldn't take 100 years. It would take 10 years. Right? If it took me 5 years to get to 100,000, then 5 years times 10. Oh, it'll take me 50 years to get to 1 million. If I grew at the same rate that I'm growing now. So let's hope that after we hit 100,000, the speed with which we grow increases. Too early for math, literally. Can you see my brain just not working? So this weekend, I went to my parents' farm and I saw Alistair. It was amazing. We talked, my family and I talked, and decided I'm probably not contagious. I've been sick for too long to be contagious anymore. So we risked it and hung out. And then yesterday I spoke to my friend who is an occupational therapist, and she has a baby. And I was like, I was supposed to hang out with her yesterday, and then I was like, I don't know if I should. I still have phlegm. And she said, you're not contagious. There's no way you're contagious anymore. And I was like, okay, well, if she says it, I believe it. So I hung out with my friend yesterday. She lives out in the country, and we spent the day together, which was really nice. 10 people in chat and only 3 likes. That needs to change. Donnie, I agree. Definitely hit the like button, everybody, as you come in. Thanks, Donnie. Anyway, so I went out to the country and hung out with my friend yesterday, which was really nice. Her baby is so freaking cute. Like, I'm talking model baby, actor baby level cute. The cutest. Like, I was saying to her, I'm like, he's comparable to Alistair. And she was like, I think he's the cutest in the world. And I was like, I know, but like, I'm obsessed with Alistair, and I think this baby is as cute as him, which is saying something, because Alistair is the cutest baby in the whole world. Well, he's not even a baby anymore. Now he's like a toddler. But this baby is so freaking cute. And he's so, like, jolly. Like, he's such a cute, sweet little guy. And he just has the sweetest laugh. And he's so happy. Gosh, it was very fun to hang out with them. So many babies in my life. And all of them are the cutest thing in the world. Thunder, why are you wagging your tail? He's just staring at me on the floor, wagging his tail. You gonna go eat your breakfast now? Been avoiding eating his breakfast this morning for some reason. I put it on the floor and everything. I'm about halfway done this ball. So, that was pretty much my whole weekend. Alex and I went grocery shopping. Oh, I went thrifting on the weekend, obviously, because I do that every weekend. And I got a new mug. I think I might gift this mug because it's a little small for me, but it was a handmade mug, so I had to buy it because I have a problem with buying handmade things. I just have to do it. Isn't this so cute? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful work? So pretty. And it's kind of got like a metallic sort of edge to it, and it's like imperfect, which I love. But it's a little bit small, like for a cup of coffee. It's tall, but it's It's like a little bit small for a cup of coffee, but it is pretty, so I bought it. I also bought a mirror because it was half price, mirrors and photos day. So this mirror that was priced at $5 was actually $2.50, and then the lady charged me $2, so it was even cheaper. But it's mother of pearl. Isn't it pretty? Look at that. The whole edge of the mirror is this beautiful, look, there you are. There you are, and there's my window. And there's more plant. Anyway, the whole edge of the mirror is this beautiful mother of pearl inlay. I'm going to try and show you from the front. Isn't it beautiful? It's hard to show a mirror off, but like, isn't it so pretty? Hold on, I'll try and show you the birds. There they are, on top of a lampshade. It's where one of the places they go. Anyway, obsessed, beautiful mirror. Haven't hung it up yet. It's a little bit heavy as it is covered in seashells. And then another thing I found at the thrift store this weekend was a frame. It's just from the dollar store. It's a $3 frame, but it was on sale for $1. And I figured this would be perfect for putting the flowers in because it's a clear frame. So I could put flowers in between it, the pressed flowers. And I think that would look really cool. Just have the pressed flowers hanging in a frame, a clear frame. It's from Dollarama, but it was half price, so that's perfect. Perfect for the dried ones. Agreed. Do you have a word for such a deal? I don't think we have a word for such a deal, just like a thrifted deal. Did I get anything else at the thrift store? I feel like I did, but I don't know what it was. That's always good. Just bring more stuff into the house. Oh, this wreath. I got this wreath for $2 also. It has little handmade snowmen puppet type things in it, and it's just a pretty wreath. We call it a score. Great finds, a score. Yeah, totally. Okay, so we do have a word, I guess. In German, it's Schnappchen. That's funny. Germans have a word for literally everything, though. Let's be honest. So, good finds at the thrift store this weekend. That was fun. But no toys. I have a very specific, like, what I look for at the thrift store right now. One of the things I look for every single time I go is plastic animals. Realistic plastic animals. For those of you who have been here a while, you already know about this. But there's a Schleich. Schleich is the brand. It's a German brand. And it's made in Germany, I believe, and they're hand-painted. And they're basically animal figurines, but they're plastic. Yeah? Cool. Anyway.
It's German, yeah.
It's German. Yeah. We have Germans in the chat, Alex.
I used to be fluent in German. How about that?
How's that going?
It's gone. That's how it's going.
Cool. Yes,
welcome.
we do, and if we don't, we make one. Fair enough. Anyway, these animals, they look realistic, and they're really cool, and when I was a kid, I thought they were the coolest thing, and I really wanted them, but they weren't something that we had in my house as a kid, because they're expensive. They're like $10 for one animal, which, as an adult, is something I can afford, but as a child is not something, you're not going to get your kid $10, they're this big. And they're like hard plastic animals. But now that I have a bunch of babies in my life, I can supply them to those babies to play with, and then I get to enjoy them. Hello, Alex. We get es dir. He doesn't speak German anymore, unfortunately. Just Russian and I guess Belarusian, but most Belarusians just speak Russian now. Anyway, so I get these animals, but since they're like $10 new, I haven't been buying them from the manufacturer. Instead, I've been keeping a really good eye out on them whenever we go thrifting or whenever we go to the store called Once Upon a Child, which is like a consignment store for baby clothes. They have toys there as well, and some of the toys they have sometimes include these animals. And usually when I get these animals, it's like a bag of plastic animals for $2, and then 2 or 3 of them are this type of animal. and I'm very excited about it, but I haven't been able to find any lately, which has been disappointing because it's like such a score whenever I find them. I feel like I won the lottery. But I found also that they are sold at Chapters, or is it all Kohl's now? Kohl's, Chapters, the bookstore. The bookstore sells them because there's like a toy section now at the bookstore. And they sell them there, and they had so many different varieties that I was able to actually like see with my hands, which was very exciting. I have a very large desire to buy him a Highland cattle, and I haven't been able to find one of those thrifted, so I may just purchase a Highland cattle for him. Does he need any of these? No, but I convinced myself that he does, and then I get to play with them. When I go over to my sister's house, I literally play with his toys. I play with his animal collection. An animal, if it is the right one, can bring up to 500 euros. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is they are pretty fancy for toys. Like, they're pretty fancy for toys. So they're kind of somewhere in between. Like, they're marketed as toys, but I think that adults buy them. I don't know that they are always for kids. But the thrifted ones, absolutely. So I have now acquired probably close to 100 of these animals over the course of the last year. And I've only purchased a couple of them new. Most of them have been thrifted, and I love them. I love all of them. So there's 3 brands of these toys. This is so not interesting for people who are not interested in it, but for me, this is like genuinely very interesting. There's 3 brands. There's Schleich, there's Papo, and then there's Safari. Those 3 brands are like the 3 quality brands, and then everything else is like cheap plastic, doesn't look realistic, but those 3 brands are like hand painted. The Schleich is the highest quality, Papo is comparable, and then Safari is a little lower quality. But I will take any of the 3 because they all look like realistic animals. They have like glossy painted eyes, they have hair painted, they have like anatomically correct like molding. It's like it's there. If it's a horse, it has horseshoes that are shiny silver. Like it's maybe a bit much, and I don't care. I love them. No, those are collector's items. Yeah, okay. So they're collector's items that are also children's toys. Not the expensive ones, obviously, but the children's toys priced ones. Okay, so what size needle are we going to do for our sweater? Should I follow a pattern, or should I just live my life the way that I want to? 6 millimeters might be too big. 5.5 millimeters? 5 millimeters might be a bit small. I don't know. Knitters. Are there any knitters in here who can help me? For a knitted sweater, what do we use? What size do we use? I think I have 4 millimeters on my needles right now. 3.75, that seems a bit thin. I don't think we're going to even risk doing 3.75 because that sounds like I'm not going to have a good time. Oh, I haven't knitted in a while. I'm excited to knit. 5 or 4. Okay, so 3.75 too big, too small. 5 or 4, you say? I feel like I want to do 5. 4 is probably lovely, but I think that 5 will be a nice, safe, like a quicker one. By the way, good morning. Nice to see you this morning. Welcome, welcome. All right. Now to my knitters. If I'm working in the round, are we going to do bottom up or are we going to do top down? I put away all my knitting patterns, so I can't even do it from a pattern right now. I put them all away into storage. Not my smartest decision, but now we have to live with it. So, how many stitches around my waist we're doing bottom up. I think I should probably Google it. The internet knows everything, you know? How many stitches for bottom up knitting 5 millimeters? The number of stitches you need for bottom up knitting depends on the desired tightness of the fabric, yarn weight, and gauge. Okay, obviously I'm aware of that. How many stitches to cast on for a sweater? Hold. I need to find a, whoops. I don't need the construction. I need You're so cute. Okay, let's see. It's a chunky sweater, but let's see what the stitch size is. I'm 5'5". Okay, medium, large, extra large. We'll probably go for an extra large because I don't want to be feeling tight. I don't want to make a panel, that's my problem. Okay, so if they're doing panels, then the back pattern is 74 stitches. So 80 stitches for extra large. Wait, small, medium, large, extra large, extra large. So 80 is the front panel, so then it would be 160 stitches around. That's a lot of stitches. How many to cast on? Okay, so I do need some math, a little bit of math. Okay, I can do a little bit of math. I'm not doing a gauge swatch because I'm not that person. So if I want it to be loose and cozy, and we want it to be 40 stitches, or 40 inches, how many stitches are we going to have per inch? Probably 4, so 160 does make sense. Okay. Deep breaths, everyone. We're going to see if this can happen. Do we think we can get to 160 stitches on for this body piece? Maybe. We just have to believe in ourselves, okay? Ugh, 160 stitches sounds like a horrible 15 minutes we're about to just undergo together. So that means I also need to have a whole bunch of yarn this way. probably good. Deep breaths, 160. We can do this. Okay, let's put 160 stitches on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry everyone, it's going to be a minute. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Do I still have lots of yarn? I feel like that's still not going to be enough yarn. I think I need to go farther. Hold on. Sorry, I don't want to run out of yarn and then have to start over again from a far away number. I'd rather start only from 30 again. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 2, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, hey, 55, 56, 57, 58, good idea, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, and 80. Stitch marker. Oh, I just found these ones the other day that someone had sent me. It's a little robin and a robin's nest. Okay, 80. Actually, I want to use the robin. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Okay, bye, Donnie. Have a good rest of your day. 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're almost there. 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, oops, oh, that was close, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, we're almost there, and then I won't be having to count. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 10 more, and we're done. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. We did it, we did it, we did it. Now I have to make sure everything's not twisted. Make sure everything's nice and straight. No twists allowed. Before we try to join this. All right, there we go. Can pull these stitches. And there we go. Now I've got a nice long round of untwisted stitches. Can you stop biting my sweater? I don't know why that is enjoyable for you, but it's not enjoyable for me. Okay, now we're going to be turning ourselves around. I had a little bit more yarn than I needed. I will put that tail just out of my way. And then I'll put another stitch marker on, even though it'll be pretty obvious where the start of the row is. Okay, make sure we're not twisted. Very good, doesn't look twisted to me. And then for this part, we're not gonna have to do any weird stuff in terms of moving the yarn around, I think. I think we can just knit one, purl one. Knit one. Ooh, I haven't knitted in a while. This is gonna be a little slower than I would like it to be. Knit one, purl one. Knit one, purl one. I considered doing knit one, okay, 180, 160, 160, right? So hold on. If I have 160, what can it divide by? 160 can divide by 3? No. 160 can divide by 4. So I could do 2 knit, 2 purl. Or like 3 knit, 1 purl, 3 knit, 1 purl. I could do a different knit purl pattern. Knit 2, purl 2 might be nice. Instead of knit 1, purl 1. What do you think? Might look nice to have it be knit 2, purl 2. Just so that there's a little bit more texture on the cuff, on the hemline rather. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, let me bring you back in for the overhead shot so you can see what we're working on here. It's a knitting day. Some days are knitting days. No opinion, not a knitter. Well, a chunkier cuff is basically what I'm suggesting. So if I pull back the stitches I just did, purl 1. Okay, so I did knit 1, right? And then I did do a purl 1. So if I do knit 2, purl 2, I'll still be okay for the number of stitches I have. So knit 1, knit 2, and then purl 1, purl 2. It'll just give a more textural rib stitch, that's all. Knit 1, knit 2, purl 1, purl 2. Oh, this part's gonna be a little slow. That's too bad. We can do it. We'll be fine. Let me try and get you to be in a place where I can also be comfortable, huh? Because it's gonna be a lot of just me holding it pretty close to myself for a minute. Hold on, we got knit 1, knit 2, knit 2, purl 2, knit 1, knit 2. Great, this is gonna take forever. This sweater is gonna take literally forever. No, it's not. We're gonna get this done in like a couple weeks probably. If I can just stick to the project. I have a little bit of a tendency to stray from work in progress to start new projects. I don't know if anyone else has that as a problem that they deal with. Just kidding, I know you do. Oh, I also painted my nails over the weekend. We went for festive, green and gold. Isn't that pretty? Look how long my nails are getting. You can see them from the other side now. I'm a short nail girly, so for this length takes a lot of care. But I painted green and gold. Aren't they pretty? So shiny, so sparkly. There we go. Okay, we did knit 2 now. This is gonna be slow because I haven't knitted in a while. It'll speed up as I regain my sort of momentum and my dexterity when it comes to knitting. I do love a project that's just for on the live stream, I will say. I need to get back to just crocheting on the live stream, but I'm feeling motivated to knit, so I'm just following the dopamine today. Some days we just have to follow dopamine, okay? Today's one of those days. Anybody do anything fun this weekend? Anything going on, Christmas stuff in your town? Christmas stuff just started around here, like decorations are out and there's going to be light shows and stuff like that. Moving forward pretty much every weekend now until Christmas. And I am almost done Christmas shopping. I need something else for my dad. I need to get Alex's gift. I have an idea for Alex, but I still need to put it together. And I still need something for Alistair. And I still need something for my brother. I already got my brother a gift, but I feel like it's a little bit simple, so I want to do a little bit more for him. Knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, knit 2. 1 and 2. Are you Christmas shopping? There's babies this year, so Christmas doesn't have to be as extravagant as it has been in years past. I mean, it's never had to be extravagant, but you know, now it's even more so going to be about babies, so that's kind of fun. That there's going to be like little sentient goblins who are all excited about Christmas because they're little. Gary, I can feel you being a goblin on my shoulder right now. There we go. What could I get for a 35-year-old man? Like, what does a 35-year-old man want? Also, my dad. What does a 60-something-year-old man want? Purl, knit, purl, knit. What are you getting for your dad for Christmas? I feel like every year I'm like, do I know my dad at all? Because I have no idea what to get him for Christmas. Every year comes down to the same questions. Like, what are your hobbies, sir? What do you do? What do you want? Who are you, please? Man who raised me. Who are you? Okay, I'm close to halfway done the first round. And then it'll be really easy to tell where I have to knit and where I have to purl, because there'll be visible stitches after this round. Whereas this round I'm making it up as I go. I also have a coffee here that is calling my name. Purl 2. It's a pretty yarn. I think this will look really nice for the cuffs. Good call, Candace, on the yarn choice. Appreciate you. And I think that the knit 2 purl 2 was also a good choice, so thank you, Laura, for that one. Sometimes I'm brilliant. Also, I have this fermented pepper hot sauce that has been sitting in a cool, dark place for like close to a month now. It only needed to sit for 2 weeks, and I need to do a little bit of internet sleuthing to see if it's still safe to turn into hot sauce, because I have left it now for close to a month. And it doesn't look bad. There's nothing about it that tells me it has gone off. It's still bright red. The water is still clear. There's no mold growing. But it has stopped bubbling, and it has just been sitting there in stasis, waiting for me to deal with it. And I'm a little bit worried that it's going to be like giving me botulism. And I do have to cook it still before putting it into jars. Like, it needs to go through a cooking and straining process, but I don't know if that kills botulism, so we're gonna have to find out if No, Laura. What's wrong with you, Laura? Are you kidding me? I just did all of those stitches with the tail yarn. Ugh. Sometimes you're just the worst. I have to undo all of the stitches I just did because I just did them with the wrong piece of yarn. That is brutal. That sucks so much right now. I wish you could understand. If you're not a knitter, if you've never made this mistake, it literally just means I have to pull out everything I just did, and pulling stuff out on knitting is way worse than pulling it out on crochet. It is so annoying. Okay, if I just pull off all these stitches, and one by one, new way to weave in the ends. Oh God, I wish, but I don't have any more yarn to knit with now because the yarn is, if it made it all the way around the first row, I would have probably done that. I would have just switched yarns and gone, okay, we'll just keep going with the new yarn now. But it only made it halfway around. Oh, that's so annoying. Thank you for your sympathies, everyone. Appreciate you. Ugh. For you who are knitters, just look away. People are like, just knit backwards to get the yarn back on, but it's so much harder for me to do that than it is to just do what I'm doing right now, pulling it off one by one. Oh, this sucks. I have to go all the way back to here. That sucks so bad. Pay attention to what you're doing because you're gonna have to do it twice if you don't pay attention. Oh my God. Sometimes when this happens, I find it easier to just start over and cast on all new stitches again, but there are 160 stitches, so it's actually not going to be easier to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and suffer through individually putting the stitches back on the needle, one at a time. I have not had enough coffee for this. Another reason why I don't knit. Yeah, but it is really pretty. Knitting is so pretty. So it's like, it's got all these things that make me want to die, these stressful little things. But the result, you really can't beat it. Such a beautiful result. Ugh. Do you even care about me, yarn? Good morning. Sorry about the goof up on your needles. That's all right. I had just explained to my granddaughter that it was easier to take out crochet. I'm teaching her crochet. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome that you're teaching her that. It's an awesome skill to have. Yes, it's definitely easier to take out crochet because you can just pull back to wherever you last knew what you were doing and nothing past that will fall out. Knitting is the worst to have to undo your work, I tell ya. I hate undoing my work in knitting. Like, frogging and knitting is like a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Frogging and crochet, it's like a mild inconvenience at most. Crocheters have more fun. Crocheters definitely have less stress, but knitting is so pretty. Like, I prefer crochet for ease, but knitting is so beautiful. Like, it's so fancy. My grandmother taught me. She already loves the idea of learning from her grandma. That's amazing. I love that for you. I hope that she's a good student so that you don't have to go crazy trying to teach her. But if she wants to learn it, it's probably easier. versus you trying to, like, teach it to her against her will. Like teaching kids math. They don't even want to learn it, but you have to teach it to them. At least she wants to learn it. Candace says, last thing I ever sent to my dad before he passed was a birthday card full of hugs and kisses. I cut out a lot of hearts and rectangles and wrote hugs on the rectangles and kisses on the hearts. Aw. And I filled the envelope. That's kind of lovely. It is very sweet. Okay. Pick up, pull off. Pick up, pull off. Ugh, I hate this. I'm almost done. I have like 10 more. And then I'll switch to the other yarn and we won't have this happen again because I will cut the tail so that I don't accidentally use the tail as my working yarn because that was so stupid. After I pull these out before I start again, I am going to take a big drink out of my coffee cup. Get myself some coffee. I still haven't swapped over my mugs. I found the Christmas mugs, but I didn't bring them upstairs to swap them out. So that is also a job on the list for this week because Christmas decorating should be done already, let alone started. It should be started, but it should also be almost done. It's fully Christmas season now. November 12th. That's when Christmas begins. This morning, my playlist was just Michael Bublé's Deluxe Edition Christmas CD. The only Christmas music I listened to. When I was at my friend's house yesterday evening, we were making dinner, and she said, what music should I put on? And I said, obviously Michael Bublé's Deluxe Christmas CD. And she said, oh, what's your vibe for Christmas music? And I said, that's my vibe. And she was like, what else do you listen to for Christmas music? And I said, I don't. I literally only listen to Michael Bublé's Deluxe Christmas Edition Christmas CD. And she said, really? No Bing Crosby? No? And she was just listing off other people. And I was like, I hear all of the other types of music when I'm out in public, like at stores. All the restaurants, all the stores, they all play all the other Christmas music. At home, it is exclusively Michael Bublé's Christmas CD for me. And that and nothing else. And she listened to it with me and was like, oh, I'm going to add this into my my Christmas list. This is a good CD. And I was like, no, it's the only one worth listening to for me. It's the amazing CD. I love Michael Bublé. He does a good job at Christmas music. He's got that old-timey sound, but with nice, high-quality recording, because he's not actually old-timey. I love Michael Bublé. And now she's going to add it into her Christmas music, which is... I've converted someone. I'm evangelizing for Michael Bublé's Christmas CD. Okay, there we go. After all that, I made it back to the beginning. And now I'm going to just cut my tail so that I don't accidentally do that ever again. And we'll try again. As soon as the air is crisp, I play Swan Lake, Marquita says, and the Nutcracker on vinyl. The music sounds like snowflakes. That sounds lovely. Nutcracker and Swan Lake. Oh, yeah, I needed some coffee. Can you guys get off my shoulder? It's bothering me. Go on. Off, off, off. Go away. Go away. Don't bite me. Get off my shoulder. I don't want you on my shoulder. This is Gary. Thank you. I love the animated Nutcracker movie, one of my faves. I like the not animated, I like the live action Nutcracker play with the scary rat. That's a cool one. Well, the air is crisp here, but we have not had a frost yet. My parents have had 3 frosts at their farm, and I have had 0 frosts. We live in, like, they live in a microclimate, and we live in a microclimate because we're in the city. It's just, like, there's heat from buildings, I guess. But our garden has not yet been fully killed, which is pretty wild. Okay, now let's try again, shall we? Let's make sure we're not twisted here. Let's try it again with this. I don't like the plate use of the music is amazing though. It's one of your faves. Well, I don't know that I've watched the animated one. I've seen the live action one where there's a scary rat. I remember a scary rat because he's got a big fat bottom that, like, I don't know, I just remember feeling like that's a scary rat. It's not animated though. Okay, now we're on the right track. That took so much time to just undo, and now I know what I'm doing, so I'll be faster. But I'm still mildly annoyed at myself. But I'm not using the tail this time, so it's fine. Is there something I can help you birds with? Achoo! Now the stitches are a little bit wonky, like they feel tight. Come here. Gary. Yeah, come here, Beelzebub said. Come here. Achoo! What's up? Goofy birds. Anyway, we haven't had a real frost here yet, which is interesting. I still have seedlings coming up because it's not cold yet. So there's seedlings of marigolds and a couple other kinds. Excuse me? No. I don't want to hear it. No. I don't want any, please. No. No. I said no. No, 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 we're not playing the screeching game. That's not the game we're gonna play this morning. No. The birds are like, are you sure? Kind of sounds like we're playing it. Hey. That's enough. That's enough. Hey. I will start to be unhappy with your loud noise. Enough! Great. Okay, hold on. Pearl, knit. Hey! Stop! Why are you doing that for? Okay, let me see what Deborah said. Deborah, I'm working on my indoor plants this morning. I turned my trailing pothos, moved all the other plants onto a table and in the kitchen while I work on it. I'll post a picture. Working on your indoor plants? What do you mean when you say working on your indoor plants? I definitely want to know what that's about. You turned the pothos so that it's got a new side facing the sun, I'm guessing. I don't turn mine in the winter. They end up being one-sided. You birds are crazy. I need to repot a couple of snake plants that have rooted, but I think I might just keep them in water for the winter. I don't think they'll be too unhappy. I'm sure they'll be okay. My indoor plants are all going to start suffering eventually, but for now they're mostly okay. Hey! Come here. What are you doing? Sorry, the yarn has gotten a little twisted, so I'm needing to pay attention a bit. Okay, there we go. Picture posted. My day with my cats would have a field day with that. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Not that, hold on. Look at that. That's beautiful. My sister has one like that that goes all over her whole dining room. That's beautiful. Jealous. We love the plants. Oh, I forgot to even mention. Did you see today's thumbnail? Limited time super sale. Are there even any deals anymore? Any Black Friday deals? What happened? Remember when Black Friday was like such a big deal? Pun intended. Okay, wait. Knit. Okay. I feel like I used to get excited about Black Friday and it was like, I'm gonna get all my computer stuff, all my technology stuff, any photography stuff. There's gonna be big, huge deals. Yeah, it's an American thing, but there still used to be good deals here for Black Friday. And where did they go? I know that way back when, Candace, it meant nothing to us. But like from 2000 and, I don't know, 10 to 2021, Black Friday was like a big deal. And then it just stopped mattering and stopped having any, there's no good deals here anymore. I am in Canada, so that could be different. Maybe you guys in the States have really good deals, but we don't have anything here that's like worth lining up for, you know? There's no deals worth waiting before a store opens happening here. At least not that I'm hearing about. Is there something that I'm missing? Are you guys finding really good deals happening? I feel like anything that there's a Black Friday deal on, it's just like 25% off. Like it's not like an actual, oh my god, I've never seen it that low kind of deal. Knit, purl, purl. Knit, purl, purl. Okay, sorry, I have to check my stitches every once in a while, make sure I'm not accidentally purling where I shouldn't be. I only see good deals at Kohl's and Walmart. Are there good deals at Walmart? I wonder if any of that will translate to Canadian Walmart. Probably not. The Canadian dollar is like trash right now. So there doesn't seem to be any, like, even going shopping in the States, like, the deals would have to be so amazing for me to bother going shopping in the States, because the Canadian dollar is so weak that even if I go to the States to shop, I'm not going to get the deal because the exchange rate means that I'm going to be paying more anyway. You know? I never remembered it coming up, and usually when it does, or I do remember I don't have any money anyhow. Fair enough. I just remember in university, I remember being excited about Black Friday. So I know that in the 2010s, there was something to be excited about. I don't need anything this year, so I'm not sure. Fair. I threw out my computer chair. I put it on the side. Well, Alex put it on the sidewalk on garbage day night, and somebody took it before garbage day. So I no longer have a computer chair. I am currently sitting on a kitchen chair because my computer chair was giving me back pain. So I said, I'm done with it. I don't want it anymore. And we were going to donate it. And then I was like, someone's going to take it. If you put it on the side of the road, someone's going to take it. I'm not concerned. So Alex put it on the side of the road and someone took it. So, yeah, that's something I'm on the hunt for. I know what Alex is getting you for Christmas. I don't think so. 'Cause he knows that I like to pick stuff. So I don't think so. That's not a bad idea though. Lucky guess. It's not a bad idea, it's true, but I don't think so. I don't know what I'm getting him for Christmas. That's something that's got me stressing a little bit. I always wait till the last minute. And because I can't hide it anywhere. Whatever I get him, I can't just hide anywhere. We live in the same house. Oh, excuse me. Thank you, bird. Okay, we have knit, knit, purl, knit, knit. Okay, after I finish this row, I'm taking a quick break to drink some coffee because I need a caffeine boost right now. Alex has become a tea boy. So we went to the grocery store last week and bought a whole bunch of kinds of tea because he was like, we used to have so many kinds of tea. And I said, we still do. And he said, yeah, but they were like labeled and they were like easy to pick. And I was like, what kinds of tea do you want? He was like, I don't know, like wintry teas. So we went to the grocery store and we picked out lemon ginger, peach ginger, green tea. Hold on. Knit, knit, purl, purl. Green tea, berry something tea, and one other kind of mint. Oh, and chamomile. Good morning, new day, new hair. Lovely hairdo. Thank you so much. The pin curls are doing the most for me, helping me use a little less heat on my hair. It's the new aim is to try and use a little less heat. But yeah, now he's drinking tea all day, every day, which is what we used to do. But now I've become a caffeine addicted person who just needs a coffee in the morning to get started. Tea is not enough. I need more. Become a coffee person. All right, we are close to done. Hey, that's too loud, you. By the way, good morning, Marina. My birds are just feeling like screaming today. They've been loud since we started. Excuse me. No, thank you. No. I don't want any of that. They've been loud since we started. It is a loud bird day. Alrighty. I'm almost done my first round of knitting on this new project. We're making a sweater again. but this time with a variegated yarn and with a 2x2 rib stitch. Knit, purl, purl. Okay. Ugh. The stress of dropping a knitted stitch is so much higher than a crocheted stitch. Hi, Alex.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing.
You're doing? Purl. And purl. There we go. And knit. So close. I really want to drink my coffee. I'm like excited to get to the end of this round so that I can drink my coffee. That's how you know the coffee has become an addiction. When you're like, oh, yeah, I want that coffee. Speaking of addictions, knit, purl, purl, knit, knit. I have now been, how many months has it been? March to March, then April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. I have now been 1 year and 8 months without consuming any cannabis. No cannabis in 1 year, 8 months. So I'm not necessarily trying as much anymore. Like it's not, I'm not trying to not use any cannabis at all, but I'm not, because now I'm like trying not to break the streak. So while I am no longer counting the days, I am still not having used any. So it's pretty wild. I went from a daily user multiple times a day for like 10 years to cold turkey cutting it out for close to 2 years now. Big congratulations. Thank you. Are you working bottom up? Yes, I am, Deborah. Bottom up. I started with 180 stitches, and then I'm doing a 2x2 rib stitch. So I'm doing knit 2, purl 2, and I'm gonna go bottom up. I don't know why I'm doing bottom up. I don't know if that was easier than top down or harder. Excuse you. Shush. I'm talking. Hey, I'm talking here. Yeah, I'm doing bottom up. Hopefully. Hopefully this is enough stitches. Because if it's too small, I'm just making a sweater for someone else is what's happening. Because I'm not starting this again. Stop! You're crazy. No. Hey, hey, hey. Why? Why are you yelling? What's the drama? Jeez Louise. Okay, so I'm doing my last 2 purls. And then I'll just do my first 2 knits. And my first 2 purls just so that the row is started. No, I don't want any of your attention right now. You're making too much noise. And it's too loud and it's too aggressive. It hurts my feelings when you scream like that. Do you understand? I think you do understand, actually. Okay, now I need a coffee break because I did my first row of 160 stitches. Ugh. That's a good stretch. Oh, you know it's a good stretch when you go blind and deaf for a second. Oh. Excuse me. These curls are cute, aren't they? Look at that fluffy bang. Who am I, Farrah Fawcett? Don't mind if I do. I don't think I have anything else exciting going on that I can show you of plants or anything. Oh, but I don't know if I told you though, the yarn I got from the thrift store, I got 5 skeins of the Mary Maxim Royale yarn. Let's see if they still have it on the website. The Mary Maxim Royale yarn, I got 5 skeins for $1. Excuse my snorting, snuffling. Let's see if they still have that yarn. Might not be available anymore. Yeah, I don't see it on their website. So let's see if it's... Oh, it shows me how... Oh, it doesn't show the yardage. I wish it did. And it doesn't show the price anywhere. Oh, $20. Why? For 2 skeins. Etsy. Mary Maxim Royale. Come on. eBay. Okay, let's see what eBay has. Oh, it's vintage, it says. That's why. 4 skeins for $15 a skein. That's a bit much. Okay, $22 for 3 skeins plus $20 in shipping. $28 for 4 skeins plus $25 with shipping. Okay, so it's a little bit expensive because it's not for sale anymore. Interesting. Okay. Well, there you go. All right, let's get back to the overtop view so you can watch me knit this bad boy. So the plan for this is the cuffs and the hemline are going to be in this green color, and then the body portion is going to be in black and this variegated yarn. It just dawned on me, you sound so much better today. Yes, I feel so much better today. I am pretty much cured now, thank you. Let's just hope we stay that way, because Alex has kind of been fluctuating, going up and down in terms of his healthy, sick energy. So hopefully we're gonna stay healthy. Alex has still got a frog in his throat, and he's still coughing, and he's still phlegmy. I'm still a little snotty and a little phlegmy, but overall I feel like 95%. And my sister, as well as my friend who I saw this weekend, convinced me that I am not transmitting illness. They said there is no way that after 12 days you are still contagious with whatever you had. You're just fighting off whatever's left. There's nothing in you viral. You're just healing. So the snot and the phlegm is just your body excising the demon. But there is no more active illness. Okay, so here's what the 2x2 rib looks like. So it's purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, knit 2. And it'll just have a little bit more texture than a straight knit 1, purl 1. Which I think will be pretty. And maybe we can do something other than just a stockinette stitch for the actual sweater. That might be fun. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. We're gonna be doing this for a little while because I think I want a nice chunky hemline on this one. I feel like my other sweater that I knitted doesn't have a very chunky hemline. I think I want this one to have like a good 2 inches of this. But now it can go a lot faster because I can see where the knit and the purls are. It's a lot easier to tell. Why are you guys so shrieky this morning? There's all kinds of shrieking coming from you two. They don't appreciate it. You know I love your voices when you're singing, not when you're shrieking. Yeah. I gave you a whole branch of marigolds to play with today, and it seems that did not help. So far they haven't tried to screw around with the Christmas lights, which is good. Fingers crossed we'll not have to worry about that. There we go. I have to remember to call the vet today. I need to refill Rohan's prescription for his gabapentin, his anxiety med. I wonder how long they'll leave him on that prescription before they want to check him out again and like see how he's doing. Probably at least one more round of it. Oh, I love knitting. I love how it looks. Like, it takes forever. And it's a little bit harder for me, anyway. But it's so pretty. Alright, I'm making it almost to halfway now. I have a bird on my shoulder who is interested. Can you not eat that sweater? I like this sweater. I don't want you to eat it. I don't want that. No. I don't care. Look how cute this stitch marker is. Hold on, I'm just gonna move it over and do my first knit stitch, and then I'll show you. It's like Pingu, but if Pingu was a robin. Isn't that cute? Come on. I think this is from Rue. And it came with a nest, a robin's nest, and a robin. So cute. I know that's a spring theme, and I do have Christmas ones, but alas, here we are. It makes me want to play with clay. I want to do the air dry clay and make my own stitch markers. But I don't knit enough to need my own, to make stitch markers. I have enough. I do not need to learn to make them. Do you hear these birds this morning?
Yeah.
They are crazy. They're just, they're just shrieking. I feel like I'm knitting very close to my face. I'll try and knit a little bit lower down so that you guys can watch. But then I feel like I'm looking down. What's worse, looking down or having the knitting up high? I need something to safely store my stitch markers on. I have these beautiful stitch markers from you guys. People have sent me so many stitch markers now, and I have such beautiful, like, charm stitch markers, but I need to keep them safe. I also have a little container right now of Christmas things, like charms that are Christmassy, that I don't know what to do with, and I think I should turn them into stitch markers. You could take the bag. Or maybe you shouldn't, so you don't eat the whole thing. We got Halls. Poor Alex. Well, this is a beautiful color. I could wear a sweater in just this color. But I think it'll be pretty to have the variegated yarn with the black mohair. I think that'll be a nice combination. Love you. Do you?
Yeah.
Do you even like me?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you promise?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. See you later. I love you. Goofball. Can you not be right in my face? This bird is like leaning over, trying to get my attention. I can see you. I'm ignoring you. There's a difference between me not seeing you and you having to get my attention. I'm actively ignoring you, Beelzebub. She like leans forward and tries to like look in my eye. I know you're there. I can see you. Do you want to come sit here, Gary? You can come here. Oh, the other day Gary said Gary. Kind of a big deal, in case you didn't know. Kind of a very big deal. Out of nowhere, just Gary. And I was like, what? And he never said it again, but he said it clear as day, Gary. Okay, so now he knows his name. No, Beelzebub. Wow, he knows his name. Lol. Yeah, I mean, it took over a year and a half, right? We got him in April. So it took a year and a half for him to get his name, but now he's got it. Now they can say, well, he can say Beelzebub and Gary. She can only say Beelzebub. But it'll probably take her a lot longer to learn how to say Gary. She takes a lot longer to learn words. She may be more friendly. This is Beelzebub. She may be more friendly, but Gary has way more vocabulary. But apparently that's like common in parrots, that the boys talk more, because the boys have a lot more to show off. Like they use their mimicking prowess to brag to women. Like they use it as a mating tool in the wild. It's like, look at all the animals I can mimic. Whereas the girls don't have to do that. So they do mimic and they do learn words or sounds, but the boys do it as more performative, so they end up being better at it. Fun fact I learned about parrots. Generally, the boys are more talkative because it's part of a performance. Hi. And Gary definitely follows that rule. As you can hear him just shrieking. You're so cute. You're so cute. I'm trying to make him do words instead of shrieking. Dancy dance. Can you say dancy dance? Dancy dance. Dancy, dancy, dancy dance. A dancy, dancy, dancy dance. A dancy, dancy, dancy dance. Dancy dance, dancy dance, dancy dance. No, that's a sneeze. We're not doing a sneeze. What's up? I'm just knitting. How about you? What's up? Can we kiss? Mwah. Thank you, baby. 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 Okay, I'm all done kisses. Oh, no, you're gonna do a kiss? Mwah. 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 Thank you, baby. Mwah. Thank you, baby. Mwah. Thank you, baby. I think you got enough kisses. I think you have all the kisses you need. How about dancy dance? Dancy dance. Thank you. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're so good. bird. Good bird. If you keep Bubble on the end of season, if you keep Buble on, by the end of the season, maybe they will be singing his songs. I would hope so. Hi. Good bird. Good bird. Hi. Good bird. What are you doing? I'm knitting. Brrr. Not too much. How about you? What's up? You're so cute. Dancy dance. Dancy dance. Dancy dance. Dancy, dancy, dancy dance. A dancy dance. A dancy dance. Dancy, dancy, dancy dance. Dancy dance. Dancy dance. A dancy, dancy, dancy dance. A dancy dance. A dancy dance. A dancy, dancy, dancy dance. Dancy dance. Dancy dance. A dancy, dancy, dancy dance. I'm just gonna keep bird talking. Achoo! Bless you. Good bird. Whoa, that one's too loud. I don't like that one. Whoa. Gary, you're so cute. You're so cute. What's up? Are you seeing glitches? I'm not seeing glitches on my end, but if you are, I apologize. It's probably from this shrieking bird. Kiss. Thank you. You're so cute. You're so good. Good bird. Good bird. Hi. Good bird. Thank you. Good bird. I'm starting to see the 2x2 rib a little bit more clearly. Maybe. Whoa! No. No. Gary, we're not doing that today. Go away. Go on. Go. You're not allowed to shriek like that in here. Go. Go. Sorry, guys, if you're listening with headphones and you just had deafness occur. That was because of Gary. Oh. Sorry about that. It's not my intention to have you guys go deaf from my birds. But birds are loud. If you don't like loud animals, do not get parrots. I tell you what. That looks pretty cool. How many inches do you think we should do of rib stitch? I was thinking about 2 inches, but can go farther if we want to. I didn't divide the ball, so we're just gonna go as long as it feels right. Hello, bird. Nice to see ya. I hope there's not glitches for you guys. I apologize if there's lag in the stream. It's not my intention. Hey, by the way, if you're just showing up now, or if you're watching this later, it's still helpful. Click the thumbs up button. I noticed that there are tons of people who watch the stream later on in the day. Like, literally hundreds of people watch later on. And I appreciate you watching. I do. I appreciate having you hang out with us, even if you're not here during the live, which, by the way, is Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. Eastern Time. But if you're not here during the actual live, it's still super helpful when you like the stream. It helps the channel grow. It helps YouTube know that it should push this into the algorithm of crafty folks. So if you're enjoying hanging out with us, don't be shy. Hit the like button. YouTube isn't going to tell me that you specifically hit the like button, so you don't have to worry about it. You're still anonymous. But it does help my channel, and I would really appreciate if you could do that. Click it. Thumbs up the video. It helps. Please and thank you. Thank you, thank you. With peace and love. This is a serious message. And to all of those of you who are our regular live stream viewers, hello. Thank you for being here. If you're here all the time, I imagine you're already subscribed. But if you're not, subscribe. New crochet tutorials every Tuesday. Live streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Which means 4 days a week you can come to this same place and find new content. 4 days a week. So if you're starved for content, I'm here. I'm here and I'm ready. And that's that. All right, I'm on my third round of knit 2, purl 2. And it's looking good. I think I picked a good amount of stitches. I don't think it's going to be too tight, hopefully. And then we'll just work up in a tube. I think we'll do stockinette stitch, but maybe we'll do some kind of like, I don't know, cable or something. We could do some kind of fun stitch. There's no rules. The only thing is with fun stitches, usually there's like a front and a back. So I don't know how we work that if we're working in the round, because then it's just working the front side of the fabric. So I might have to do a little Googling for that, or get my patterns out. I don't want to get my patterns back out. I put them away so that I could have them gone for now, to have a little bit more clean space. Oh look, both birds are sitting with me now, quietly seated upon my shoulder. See, if you guys just stay there, we have no trouble, no drama. I hope we can get to the colorful part today. Like, I want to get this ribbed stitch part finished so that we can look at how the blackened variegated yarn look together. I am excited to have something that's got mohair in it. Mohair and acrylic. That'll be a fun mix. And it's a vintage yarn. We love that. Anywho. I don't have tomorrow's video finished yet, so that's what I'm going to be doing after the stream today, is finishing editing. It's a baby sweater. It's a long tutorial. Right now it's like an hour and a half long. I'm going to try and get it under an hour, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to because I've already edited it multiple times. But I'm going to do my best to get it under an hour, but it is a full baby sweater tutorial for a 2-year-old sweater, or a 2-year-old 24-month size. And it's front to back, it's like beginning to end, all the pieces, sewing it together, finishing everything. So hopefully I can finish that all today. I need to do the music still and the titles and like a final edit. So that's going to take me a couple hours, but that means tomorrow's crochet tutorial is going to be a big one. And I hope that it does well because it's a lot of frickin' work to make a tutorial for a sweater. And then I have to start working on the adult sweater tutorial. I already filmed it all. I just have to edit the full video, and it's a big amount of content. It's like 3 hours of content that I need to edit down to an hour, which is a lot, and I will do it. I just haven't done it yet. And then I have to film tomorrow, and I haven't decided what I'm going to film. I think I'm going to film a hat, because I want to make a hat for myself. I don't have a hat for this season, so I think I'd like to do that. So I think the next tutorial will probably be for a easy crocheted hat. We'll see. I think I want a hat that is the woven stitch. So that's my plan. To do the woven stitch, or the, what is the other word for it? The linen stitch? I think it can, maybe it's also the seed stitch. No, that's something else, I think. The woven stitch or the linen stitch is what it's called. And I think I want to do my hat in that stitch because it's a nice light stitch. It's not too stiff. It's got a good like drape to it. I think it'll be perfect for a hat. That looks really good. The 2x2 rib, a little bit thicker. This is the same rib I did for my cropped knitted sweater, the first sweater we knitted together. I think I used Sid's pattern for that one. It was a cropped sweater pattern. And then the second sweater pattern I knitted was one of my grandmother's old like vintage patterns. And that one went well. And now this one I'm starting from scratch, and then I'll probably use information from one of those two patterns to get the like armpit shaping and stuff. You see birds out there, Gary? Where'd that bird go, Beelzebub? What's he doing? Gary, you can come back and sit with us. It's okay. There we go. Oops. I need something under my elbow. My elbow is like grinding on the table right now. Oh, there we go. Oh, that works. That's better. Ooh, knitting in the round is everything. The best vibe. No, please, don't bite my sweater. I like this sweater. Bless you. Oh, big stretch. What pretty wings you have. Hello, Gary. Welcome back. Beelzebub is sitting on my arm. I wish she would move forward just a little so you could see her. Just right here. No, please don't bite my sweater, Beelzebub. I know you like biting from there, but I don't appreciate it. No, please. I'm not interested in being bitten. Okay? Thank you very much. No. Hey. Don't bite my arm. It's gonna be a pretty sweater. It's gonna be pretty. The black and the colorful is gonna look good together. It's not gonna look weird. It's gonna look good. Just have to believe it. It's gonna be great. So I'm thinking about my garden already for next year. And I'm thinking some of the things that I have, I can plant seeds for now in the garden, and they'll overwinter. Like some of the perennials I have, I could plant seeds now. And I'm thinking about it, like, I don't know if my soil is ready for that. Like, should I just wait for spring and plant all the seeds together and blah, blah, blah? Because if I plant them now, I can't amend the soil. The seeds will be in the soil, and if I amend it, I'll disrupt the seed. So I'm like kind of feeling a couple different ways about it, and I'm wondering if maybe I buy a little bit of like pre-finished compost and then do a couple of pots with my perennials, just my seeds, to see if I can get them started. Like there's echinacea and what's another one? Sweet alyssum apparently can overwinter, but there's poppies that I can start now so that they bloom in the spring. Like my mom's spring poppy, the red one, it died. Mine died this year, but I have seeds for it. So I could put the seeds in the ground and let them start up next year on their own, because they don't like to be transplanted and they need to have cold stratification in order to actually germinate. I feel like my garden plans for next year are confused because I don't know if we're going to be living here for next spring. I want to plan as though we are, so that I have a garden plan, but I also have this like thing in the back of my head where I'm like, but what if we're moving? What if we move? What if we're not going to be here? Should I really plan a garden? But then it's like, I'd rather have a planned garden than not. And then I'm also trying to decide what color I want to bring in next year into the garden. I've decided I'm going to bring in red. Usually I'm not a big fan of red, but the red zinnia this year was really pretty. So I'm going to grow red zinnias. I don't usually like red in the garden, but I'm going to try it. And then I'm trying to decide what other colors I want to bring in, because I have a lot of pink in my garden, like my seeds that I have, mostly pink. So if I'm bringing in red, what else could I bring in? And Alex was saying maybe blue or purple. So then it would be red, pink, and purple. That would be fun. But I could also do orange and have it be red, orange, and pink. That could be pretty too. Pink being the most color in the garden, generally. I don't think I'm gonna do a monochrome look. Like I don't think I'll do all red. I think I'll keep my pink from this year since I have so much pink. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do the pink zinnias again this year or if I'm going to do all red zinnias as my zinnia color. I feel like it might look cool to have just red zinnias and then have all my other pink flowers as the pinks. That could be cool. And then I'm going to do the pink hummingbird salvia again. That was beautiful this year. But if I do the red zinnias as my backdrop color, and then I do the pink hummingbird salvia, it like bushes out. And And I do want to do Clarkia again. Clarkia Mountain Garland was such a gorgeous flower this spring. And even into the summer, it was quite gorgeous. It made beautiful bouquets. They lasted a long time in a vase, and the colors were just so pretty once it got started. It took a little while to get started, but once it really got started, it was pretty special looking. Like, it was a pretty special looking flower, and it made quite a lot of color. So I think I will definitely be growing that again, and I think I'll grow it in a few spots instead of just one main spot, so that I can have a few splashes of that color. Also, I already decided my status is going to be in pots. I'm not going to do it in ground next year because I found that it got shadowed out too much, my apricot status, and I'm not giving up on it. I'm going to try again. So since I'm going to try again, I'll try again with it as a potted plant that I can move into the sunniest spots of my garden, because I think it needs a lot more sun than what I was providing. And then straw flowers, I'm going to add more colors to my straw flowers. And then, what other flower am I going to add more? Scabiosa, I'm going to add more color. I just have the salmon pink right now in the Scabiosa, and I'm going to add, there's a Black Knight is one of them, and there's a bright red Fire King, I think it's called. I'm going to add that one as well. It's very pretty. Get some more bright colors in that flower. That was a really nice flower to see. Not as long lasting in a vase, but still really pretty in the garden. That one needed a lot of support though, so I think that one will have to be planted near zinnias or straw flowers, something I can kind of stake it to. That's what I've been thinking. Already thinking about next year's garden. And the sweet peas did really well where they were, so I think I'll probably just put them in the same spot again. And then add more as needed. I will need more seeds for my sweet peas. I didn't save nearly enough seeds. But that's okay. There are lots of sweet pea seeds available. Good morning, Michelle. Nice to see you this morning. Welcome, welcome. I've started a new sweater. Did I need to start a new sweater? No. No, I did not. I have projects on the go. But I wanted to knit, so we're going to knit a sweater today. Well, not all of it today, obviously, but we're starting it. A knitted sweater. I'm doing bottom up on the sweater, knitted. And right now I'm working the rib stitch, the bottom hemline rib stitch. And the rib I am doing is knit 2, purl 2. And so far, so good. I think I'm going to do about 2 inches of rib. And then after that, we'll switch in to black and the pink. I have like a pink, green, and purple variegated yarn. This one. And we're going to switch into this color as the body, but I'm going to double up this yarn with my black mohair. Ugh. So it's going to be a sweater. My poor shoulders. At least that's the plan at this point. And I think this is not going to be a cropped sweater. It'll just be a cozy one. And I'm using 5mm needles. And the yarn, I think, is probably a number 4 weight. The information was not in English, so I don't know for sure. Awesome. Agreed. Oh, there. Now you can really see the rib stitch a lot more clearly. See that 2x2? It's like a lot more chunky than just a regular 1x1 rib stitch. Gary, what is your damage? I love the colors. Me too. I think it was a good choice. I just wanted to use this mohair I thrifted. And so this whole sweater is being designed around adding the black in somewhere. And I'm doing continental knitting, rib 2, or knit 2, purl 2. 2x2 rib stitch. I have a bird on my wrist, just sitting here being troublesome. chewing on my sweater. I wish you could see her, but she's just being a troublemaker. Hello, Gary. Gary has a lot of energy this morning, and I don't know where it came from. But he's just sitting here, flying around and screaming like a banshee. I'm gonna try and tilt this so you can see the bird while she chews on my sleeve. She's gonna come back down. I'm trying to make it so you can watch her and watch me knit at the same time. You'll get a twofer. Beelzebub, you gotta crawl back down if you're gonna be. Hey, stop it. Hi, Gary. I'm ignoring you, Beelzebub. You have time to sneak over and bite my arm. Don't forget to call the vet today. Don't forget to call the vet today. This is just sitting on my arm, biting my sweater. Oh great, there's about to be 2 of them. I'm trying to like move my arm so that she comes in the shot on the camera. I'm ignoring you, birds. Yeah, I see you. No, they're both sitting here. Carrie's like, why are you biting her sweater? What's so exciting about it? Beelzebub's just like, oh, must chew. Sweater very chew. Just gonna ignore them. And you can just enjoy the overstimulating nature of having parrots. Overstimulating, yes, but they do help you not have anxiety because they are very much forcing you to stay in the present. I would love if you guys weren't both biting my sweater though. Beelzebub's like, I don't care what you would like. I'm gonna do what I'm doing. I just need to bite it because it looks delicious. No, Gary. Gary's trying to bite what I'm working on. No, this is mine. Where is Rohan this morning? He's so quiet. The birds are screaming, but the cat is quiet. Did I speak too soon? I feel like I just heard Rohan walking up the stairs. Maybe he heard me call his name. She just wants to bite my sweater for no reason. Hey, not my hand, just the sweater. I don't want to be bit. Excuse me. Thank you. Nope, off of there. Thank you. Like the knitting looks great, but it also looks fiddly. Too much for these hands. That's fair. It is a little bit more fiddly than crochet, I think. But it's so pretty. Like, look at the rib. Isn't that a pretty, like, chunky rib stitch? I've kicked the birds off. It's not too fiddly once you get started, but figuring it out at first is difficult for me. Like watching. Yeah, it's very relaxing, I find, to watch knitting. It's like gentle and just repetitive, pretty rhythmic, you know. Hey, Gary. Whoever figured out knitting a long time ago, pretty wild. There's just so many ways you can wrap the yarn, so many places you can put the needle, all to make different shapes and stitches. Gary! 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 Beelzebub was saying Gary, do you hear? Gary! 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 Do it again, Beelzebub, I heard you. No. Gary! Beelzebub just said Gary. Kind of a big deal to me. Gary! Gary! Come here, Gary. She just said Gary. I heard her. Did you say Gary? Come here. Gary. Did you say Gary? Come here. Come here, Gary. Gary. Welcome back, Gary. Hi. I know she did. She said Gary. Gary. Can you say Gary? Gary. She went, yeah, I can. I know I heard her say Gary. Anyway. What are you doing? How much edge do I need? I've been saying 2 inches, but what do you think? Does it need to be thicker than that? How thick should the hemline be? Maybe it doesn't need to be that thick. Depends on how long or how chunky the sweater is. If it's dress flowy, then maybe that's good. If it's long and baggy, maybe bigger. I guess I don't really know what it's gonna be yet. Hey. Gary. No, hey. Just enjoy me yelling at my birds. Thunder, where are you going? Thunder. Thunder. So hold on a sec, guys. I have to go let the dog out. You want to go out? Thunder, do you want to go out? Whoa. Do you want to go out? 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 Go on. Out. Not you guys. Out. Go on. Good boy. Outside. No screeching, please. No screeching. All right. Dog has now gone to the bathroom. I will be right back. Oh my goodness. I'm going to turn the mic off. I have to go pee. All right, I'm back. Birds are still shrieking. Hair is still performing. Coffee's still hot. Let's get back to it. Shall we? I also need to make sure there's enough yarn to do the cuffs and the neckline in this color. So I can't use too much of it. Hopefully We'll have enough yarn. I think it should be fine. I also hope this isn't too baggy. I want it to be big, but I don't want it to be like too big. It always looks like you're close to losing a stitch off the end. That stress would drive me crazy. No, I'm not gonna lose the stitches. It's how it goes. It's how you're supposed to hold it. I mean, I could lose a stitch, but I don't feel nervous about losing them now. I don't like losing them anymore, but like obviously, but I'm not afraid of it. I can fix it. But no, usually it's, you hold it just at the tip of the needle. Isn't that a pretty rib? The 2x2. I think that's gonna look so good. I just don't know how wide to make it. It looks so good. I think so too. I love the 2x2. It has such a nice look to it. Just don't know how wide to make the hemband. Because to me it already looks thick enough to be a hemband. But I said 2 inches, but I'm also concerned about running out of yarn. So there's multiple thoughts happening. You know? So here I'm back at the beginning. Looks like a store sweater edge. You're good at it. Thank you. That's a compliment and a half, isn't it? Do you think that's thick enough to be a store sweater edge, or do you think it would be thicker? The other thing is, am I gonna fold it over on itself so that it's double thick? In which case it would need to be a lot longer. Excuse me. I don't know. Because sometimes you do that with a hat where you like fold over the hem and stitch it, like connect it so that you have like a round bottom. And if I do that, then I'd want to have it double this length, you know? But do I want it to be double thickness around the bottom? I don't know. Maybe one more row. I've never seen that in a sweater. No, I feel like I have. No, have I not? Am I just making it up now? Believing it? I know what you mean for a hat. It's not done in sweaters. It's just a raw edge knit on a sweater. Okay, well, let me do one more row and then we'll switch colors and see how it looks. And if it looks like it's not long enough. Like, I think that the cuffs, is that long enough for a cuff of a sweater? I feel like the cuff could be longer. You know? It's hard to know. There's a bird on my arm if you hear crunching sounds. It's the sound of the bird crunching. Hey, I don't want you to chew holes in my sweater. Okay? Don't do it. Thank you. I don't want you to chew a hole in my sweater, Beelzebub. I don't want... Hey. No. Hey. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay, I'm about halfway done what I think is going to be the last row for the edge of the sweater. And then we're going to switch in to our new color to do the rest. Do I switch into a smaller needle? No, I think I'll stay the same needle and I'll stay the same. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. Okay, there's the halfway mark. My little robin stitch marker. Very cute. Thank you, Rue. Just 80 more stitches. Yeah, I think that'll be long enough. That's a long enough edge for a sweater, right? I mean, worst case scenario, I can always pick up the stitches and work the other way on it later if I need to. Can you not, ma'am? Thank you. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, and how are we gonna change colors? With knitting, I'm just gonna tie a knot for now. How do old ladies do it so fast and not look? Are they doing some simple stitch? Yeah, I think they're just doing stockinette stitch, which is missing the purls. It's just knit stitches, just this one. And you can feel where your needle goes. If you're doing the same stitch, one stitch over and over, I feel like I could do it without looking. But when you're switching stitches, I need to be eyes on my work, you know? But I think that also when you do one craft for long enough, you know? Like you can do a half double crochet probably with one strand of yarn and a 5mm hook. You could probably do half double crochets without thinking about it very much, you know? Or like single crochets, just like over and over and over and over if you had to. You wouldn't have to look for every single stitch. I think it's that kind of thing, where if you're doing the same stitch over and over and over and it's a stitch you've done a million times, then I think but they're doing one stitch over and over. Can you not? Okay, I'm about to switch colors. This looks so pretty. I just want to keep going in this stitch. Do you hear these wild animals shrieking? Would you pass me a pair of scissors, Alex? Thanks. Just put them down if you don't mind.
What?
You having soup?
I'm gonna have veggie sticks for my salad.
Oh, that's a good salad.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for the band. Now we're gonna switch into our new color. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna tie a knot, but I'll untie it in the future. So I'm done with this guy now. And I'm switching into this and this. I'm using two colors together from here. So wish me luck. Hopefully these two look nice together. And I'm going to tie them with a good long tail so I'm able to figure out how to weave them in later, like invisibly, hopefully. Okay, let's see what happens. The color change has begun. I think we'll be able to actually see what the color looks like because I can do a few rounds in this before the stream is over. I think it's pretty fast when I'm just doing the one stitch. as I say that, I screw it up. Okay. Can't believe how fast time has flown. I know! Time flies when you're having fun. Now I understand how to use stitch markers, so I can actually mark the middle stitches each time, so when it comes time to attach the sleeves, I actually already know where, which is cool. I don't have to do any counting. Good call on putting the stitch markers in, Candace. Saved me a bunch of counting later on. I think this will look cool. I think the black is going to be a good idea. Like, how is it this time already? I know, 11:40? Where did it go? Again, we just sit here and chat and the time just passes and passes. Such is the way. I posted some pictures of a dried flower idea. Ooh, my aunt made one that I posted. Also posted a pic of the plants back in place, all except one small succulent. Oh, awesome. Let's have a look. I love a dried flower idea. Okay, hold on a sec. Ooh, that's cool. That's pretty. Aw, with a little bird at the bottom. Just make a little tree. Very pretty. That's a fun idea. Kind of Dr. Seuss-like. I like the little bird at the bottom. Very pretty. Oh, the plant's all back in place on the shelves. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, your Christmas cactus is blooming. And look at you with your coleus. So fancy. I can't make my coleus keep itself alive like that. Let me move over that way so you can see. Look at all those leaves. That's beautiful. It's a very cool idea. I like the idea with the dried plants, but I also love your plant shelf. Very beautiful. My plant shelf not looking quite as healthy as yours, but you know, it'll survive until summer. I just have to have it survive. Okay, there's the halfway mark with my little robin. Your golden pothos looks lovely though, Deborah. Go. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Okay, I'm excited to finish this round so that I can see how the actual colors look together. Almost there. My granddaughter loved the coleus too. I bet. It's beautiful. I love the two colors. It's weird how coleus is not typically sold as a houseplant here. Like, they sell it in the garden center in the spring, but not generally in the winter. You can't buy coleus like at your garden center or at your plant stores. At least where I live, it's not available. But it's weird because it's such a beautiful houseplant when it's kept alive. Like, if they sell Fittonia, which is like super frost tender and beautiful, but also like the same level of care needed, I feel like. Why not also sell coleus? You could sell so many different colors. Thank you. I just realized I was a little behind on the stream. Oh, welcome back to the present. Nice to see ya. Alrighty. Just a few more stitches for this first round of stockinette. I took clippings from the coleus that I had outside and I put them in pots. Wow, they rooted really happily and easily. You just put them straight in pots. I have coleus rooting in water and it needs to be transplanted into pots, but I don't really expect it to survive all winter. I'm going to do my best, but I have very poor luck with coleus. Also, my syngonium has thrips already, so I need to spray it with neem oil, but the neem oil smells like garbage juice and fish, so I have to do it. I just don't want to because it stinks, but I want my syngonium to live. So the things we do: yes, rooted in water and then planted. Okay, you rooted it in water first. Okay, I'm doing that right now. I have mine rooting in water, and hopefully it will survive being transplanted, but I'm doing the same thing. Oh, that'll be cool. Black and colorful. And they're still the same color of green, sort of, in here. So I hope that it'll be okay. I mean, worst case scenario, we can do a stripe of this rib, the color of the rib in the sweater to make it match. I'm loving it. Me too. I like these colors. I actually am glad we've decided to do a sweater for me in this pink and green, because that's the original plan, was to have a sweater of this. I'm also thinking something we can do is we can do a middle row in this sweater of like purl stitches so that there's like some textural difference. Might be kind of fun. I think it's going to be pretty and cozy, because knitting is cozy. And now it's going to be like a full day of knitting. I mean, I'm not doing it today. I'll do it on Wednesday with you guys, but a full day of just knitting stockinette, this one stitch. This is the one, Candace, that the old ladies can do without looking, because it's just the same, I can't do it, I tried. It's the same maneuver over and over, and if you can feel the yarn, then you don't really need to look. My alocasia is also battling bugs. The neem oil didn't help much. Ugh, really? That sucks. I'm hoping the neem oil will help, because thrips are pretty delicate little creatures. They just, if you don't bother them, they can wreak havoc on a plant. But generally, like if you soap and water the plant, it kills the thrips. Not the eggs and not the babies, but it kills the adults. But they're very delicate, tiny little critters. I'll see if I can show you how small they are. I have my syngonium right here, and it's got thrips all over it. But they're so small that you don't notice them, but when you don't notice them, they cause all kinds of damage to the plant. Let me just find one. Those are thrips. See how tiny they are? And this damage is from thrips, and that's how small they are. And this is how easy they are to kill. Look, that one's dead. That one's dead. They turn into nothing. Like, they fully just dissolve when you rub on them. So they're not difficult to kill, but if you don't notice them because they're so small, they'll just destroy your plants slowly, like this. Look, there's bird poop on it. But this is the damage that thrips do. Your leaves start to look translucent, and then they go brown, and it's like, why is it brown? Because, see, another thrip, dead. And there's another one right here. Dead. Yeah. So this needs to be treated. Because she's thripping. Wow, very tiny. I know, they're very tiny. So they don't hurt big plants, typically. Like my my rubber plant and my bird of paradise, they don't tend to cause damage to thick plants like that. But if you've got thin-leaved plants, like the this guy, this one might already have it because it's sitting next to the syngonium. Got somebody causing some damage. This also needs to be watered, which is why it looks so sad. Anyway, thin-leafed plants like this, they will be affected. Mine has webbing on the leaves, but I don't see a spider. Spider mites. They're spider relatives, but instead of eating insects like our good friend spiders, they are bad friend spiders. They eat plants. Spider mites, if there's webbing, that's spider mites, and spider mites need it to be dry to thrive. So if it is spider mites, you want the whole plant wet. Get the plant wet, all the leaves wet with a little bit of soapy water, and it'll kill them all off. Like if you water your plant, get the whole plant wet, like once a week for 3 weeks, they'll be gone. If you can do it twice a week, it'll be gone in like 2 weeks. Spider mites are hell. I hate spider mites. Because you don't see them. Any of the tiny, tiny pests that you don't see for a while, they're able to wreak havoc because they're so little. You don't notice them. Whereas, like, I don't know, some of the bigger pests, like the ones that are more annoying, they don't have time to destroy the plants because you notice them. But spider mites and thrips are very small. Thanks, I'll give that a try. That's what my mom always does. Spider mites, it's soapy water. 1 or 2 drops of soap in a bowl of water, and then smush your hand around in it to make bubbles, and then just pick up the bubbles and drop it on the plant. Let it sit for 30 seconds and then wash it off. If you can fit the plant into a, hey, off of there. If you can fit the plant like into the sink. If it's a huge plant, then you might have to work a little harder to make it work, but... What's your troubles, guys? What? There we go. We made it halfway. There we go. Shh. No. Hey. Okay. Bye. Drama. Oh my goodness. Shh. No. Hey, get out of here. Go away. If you're going to scream, you don't scream in here. Go. It's just so loud. No. There's nothing causing you to need to scream like that. Huge plant, into the tub it goes. Oh, great. Of course it's a huge plant. Yeah, if this bird of paradise gets any pests, it has to be treated in place because it's too big to get downstairs into the tub, and it's way too big to go into a sink. It's definitely over 100 pounds now. It's a very heavy plant that requires a lot of work to... Hey! Don't do that. A lot of work to move. Hey, don't bite that. I hear you. That's not yours. My birds are on some demon shit today. Excuse me. Don't do that. You're gonna get lead poisoning. That paint's 100 years old. I mean, probably. Yeah, that looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Hey! You know I said no. I will get the spray bottle. Excuse my yelling at my birds. Stop it. Watch Alex see it when partially done and ooh, colors, is that for me? Yeah, probably. Probably. No, this is not going to fit you, sir. This one is for me. Not for you. He gets all the other sweaters, okay? I get this one. Imagine if I accidentally made it big enough. No, this is for me. But it is gonna look really pretty, I think. My birds are gonna drive me nuts today. I can feel it. I can feel that they're gonna be in a screamy mood all day today. Some days are just loud ass days for these guys, and I think today is one of them. I'm gonna open all the windows so they have something to scream at other than me. Hey, at least they're not harassing Thunder or Rohan. Apologies to those of you who find this absolutely infuriating. Sweater starting out very nicely. I think so. I think the colors are looking cool. I think that the brownish green that we're doing for the base is going to make a nice grounded color to go with this bright. And I think by adding the black, we're also going to sort of ground it a little more because this is kind of bright, this mix. What are you on? Was there like cocaine in your cage this morning? Jesus. Anyway, the black, I think, will help tone down the bright pink and purple. And then the green will help tone it down, which is good. Jesus, these birds are wild, though. I'm telling you, some days I have no control. I am not in control of these animals. Some days they're just, holy cow. Holy cow, they are on glue. Literally, they are doing all kinds of crime, and they're also doing all kinds of screaming. So it's going to be a day where we need to find some toys for them to play with, I think. I'm going to have to put out their water toys. How do you recommend to hold the yarn with fingers while knitting? Let me see. I hold the yarn in my pinky with the yarn project. So I have the yarn on my pinky with the project. Let me see. hold on. Let me see how I'm holding it. Yeah, so my finger is holding the yarn in the pinky, and then the tip of my pinky is like balancing on the yarn, and then my ring finger is kind of holding it in place. My middle finger is holding it in place. So the yarn is kind of snug under there, but it's mostly gripped with my pinky. And then I have it over my pointer finger. That's how I maintain my tension. I'm trying to feel what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So the pinky is the one that's actually holding tension, and then the other ones are just kind of guiding it. And then it goes over top of my pointer finger. Thunder's like, I'm out. I'm going into the other room. It's too loud in here. I'm excited to see how the colors grow also. That's going to be pretty, I think. Maybe a little weird, but we'll make it work. Now, there's definitely enough of this mohair, but I hope there's enough of the purple and pink. I'm sure there will be. If each one has 300 meters, 600 meters for a sweater knitting, it's probably enough. I don't know. I really don't know. Cool, thanks. No problem. Thanks for asking. I love when you guys ask questions that I can answer. Make me feel more teachery. Looking forward to seeing it grow and show those colors. Me too. I want to see how the colors sort of line up once we get going. That variegated yarn, I want to see it, how it bleeds together. I feel like knitting and crochet gives two completely different pictures of what the yarn does, you know? You animals are crazy. I hope the black doesn't darken it too much. Like, I hope the black doesn't make the cuff look weird. Because the hem has not got any black. And then suddenly there's black in the sweater portion. I'm hoping it doesn't look like too harsh. You know? We'll just have to see. No way to know until we do it. I mean, if I had done a swatch, I guess we could have known by me doing a swatch. Did you make the sweater you're wearing? No, this is a purchased one. I think it's from Old Navy. It's a hand-me-down. And it's like in the reverse. So it's stockinette stitch, but it's inside out. But it's not inside out. Can you not? Hey! Stop. It's so loud. Right in my ear. Stop. The two of ya. I'm telling you. These Boyds. Why I oughta. going to stay a little longer today to finish a couple more rows of this, I think. Because I'm not in the mood to start editing. So I'm going to just instead avoid my responsibilities. And I'm going to do a few more rows. Can you not? Guys, come on. Go on. Go to another room if you're going to scream like that. Go. Go. Go on. I don't want to hear it. Find another place to do it. Time for a nap. Yeah. I don't punish them with cage time, though, because then they won't go into their cage on their own. Like, when they're being loud, I don't put them in their cage, because then they think that they don't want to go into their cage. No! Go into the kitchen if you're going to be screaming like that, okay? Go. Go on. No. I don't care to hear it. Demons. I mean, probably after all that screaming and flying, they probably will cuddle down for a nap now. Apologies if you're not interested in hearing me scream at my animals. That's the type of day you arrived at today. I love my birds. I love my birds. I love my birds. I love my birds. But they are loud today. Let's do a few more rows. I want to see how it looks. Like, I want to see how the color is looking. And I want to avoid editing right now, so I'm going to just stick around and do a couple more rounds so that we can actually see how the color is working up. Usually I'm done at 12 p.m., but I'm going to stick around probably till 12:30. Yes, you. I guess they're just competing with me. When I talk, they talk. Lovely. Do you want to come here? Come here. Come here. Beelzebub. Gary, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. No, come here. No, come here. No, come here. Gary. Gary. Beelzebub. Crazy animals. Hi, Beelzebub. Nice to see you. You want to come sit with me? I just looked back, nice hat. That's what Alex says whenever he sees that. He goes, nice hat. And I say, thank you. Or I say, do you like my hat? And he says, yes, it's very nice. Yes, Beelzebub is a lovely hat. Those look cool, right? Black isn't too harsh. I hope. Still pondering what to get your dad. What about a vintage album? Yeah, I feel like if you knew his music collection, I don't think he needs any music. He has so much CDs, like he uses a CD player still. Do they have a record player? No, but they also don't like things. Like they don't want more stuff. So a record player would mean more stuff because it would mean records. So it's like, yeah, and he has so many CDs that he has a CD player because of his collection of CDs. And he uses Spotify and stuff, but I mean, he has like a collection that you'd be like, that seems like more than you'd need. Also, you can do that all digitally now, but he had a collection from a long time ago. Oh my god, scared me.
Alright.
It's like you did it on purpose. Oh, they are modern oldies. I'm just an oldie. Yeah, they're modern oldies. I think a vintage album would be a cute idea, though. It's just not really his style. Oh, yeah? What do you think? Kind of cool. Maybe a little bit Halloween-y. I don't know if the purple and black is gonna translate Halloween-y. I don't really want it to. I would like it to just translate as a... Maybe it'll look more like 70s. Anything they did as a young... They went and saw a lot of live music. Like, they saw live music when they were pregnant with all 4 kids. No! I think I missed it. Wait till more of it's done. It doesn't look Halloween. I hope so. I don't want it to look Halloween. I want it to look like a forest or something. Not Halloween. Halloween is not the vibe I'm aiming for here. Dark forest is what I'm aiming for. Spooky enchanted, no, not spooky. Enchanted forest. Nighttime enchanted forest. Dark forest with colorful fairy and sprite lights all over. Exactly, that's what we're looking for here. I feel like the purple and black is giving Halloween right now. It's not the vibe I want. Purple and black and green and black, they both feel like Halloween colors when they're put together like that. But we're going for dark forest. Sir, kindly shut it. I'm telling you, I'm gonna lose my absolute mind today. He's gonna get on my nerves, I can feel it. And then Beelzebub is gonna just be annoying me, like making me feel overstimulated. Like, look at this bird right now. Just picking at my wrist with her beak. No. Don't touch that. It's not yours. She wants that stitch marker. No. No. Don't use your cute noises. No. No. So the trick to keeping the birds quiet is that I can't talk. That's super. Love that for me. The birds just want me to be quiet. It's gonna look awesome. I hope so. I would like a sweater that looks awesome and is comfy also. No. Maybe your parents could use one of those organized things that hang over the couch end or the chair arm, you know what I mean? Holds remotes or a book. That's actually not a bad idea. Especially for my mom, for like if I could find one that's also a cup holder. I feel like my friend has one that's got a cup holder in it too, because my mom can sit there with her coffee. That's not a bad idea, Candace. What are you doing that for? Why are you eating thread? Didn't you learn from Gary? You could lose a toe playing with thread. Don't do that. No. Stop chewing on my sweater. Maybe I can show you Gary's toe. Oh, there, you can see it now. Hold on. See, he's missing a toe. He just has one toe out the front. Should look like this. 2 toes. But he just has one toe. He lost that toe. See Beelzebub's 2 toes, Gary's 1.5 toe. Beelzebub, 2 toes, Gary, 1.5 toes. Easy way to tell them apart now. 2 toes, 1.5. Reason being, Gary got a tourniquet of thread around his toe, and I did not notice for 2-3 days. And then when I took it off, his toe looked like it was healing, and then his toe died. And then it fell off. And there's nowhere of knowing where it ended up. Morning, everyone. Hi, Laura. Hi, Mary. Hi, Mary. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. It doesn't make him less of a man. Exactly, Candace. It doesn't. It does make them easier to identify. I can tell who's who now without looking at their toes because of their behaviors. But it does make them a little bit easier to identify from one another for people who don't know them. But I didn't want it to be lost. I just didn't notice that he had tourniqueted his toe from playing with a toy that had thread that was not cotton. You're a devil bird. Beelzebub just out here doing crimes. You don't think that's looking Halloween-y? I feel like there's part of me that thinks it looks kind of 70s. I'm trying to make it look 70s in my head over Halloween-y. I don't want a Halloween sweater. Can we kiss? Mwah. Fly! Nope, wait till there's more of it. Okay. I'm gonna just believe you. I love you, Beelzebub. You know that. I love you so much. But you are overstimulating right now. Just keep biting my stuff and your little feet's scratching my stuff. And then Gary just chittering and screeching. It's a bit much. No, get out of here. Hi.
Hello?
What you doing?
Nothing?
Oh, just hanging out? Hey, stop eating my sweater. Nope, not on the computer either. And back to the screeching. It's one of those days, I can feel it. I started a new sweater.
Oh, nice.
For me.
I gotta think about you.
See, look.
Oh, that's nice.
almost made it back to the beginning of the round. Am I gonna have time to finish one more round? I think I might. I don't know how long it takes me to do a full round. I think I have time to do one more though. Are you planning for the whole body of your sweater to be in that variegated yarn? Yes. However, I don't know if there's enough of it because I am not thinking ahead, Deborah. So yes, I hope there's enough to do the whole thing in the variegated yarn, but I'm also considering doing like stripes of another color so that it doesn't look Halloween-y, or like areas, I don't know. Maybe I'll do, like I was looking at this yarn and thinking if I added another green in, like if I do a stripe of this green and then go back to the variegated and black, that could be interesting. I don't know. I haven't thought well about it. I started this without thinking very hard. Why? What do you think? At this moment, my original plan, and by original plan I mean the plan I had when we started this sweater a few minutes ago, was to do the whole body and sleeves in the variegated and black, and then just the cuffs, the neckline, and the hemline in the green yarn. I was thinking some patch pockets that match the ribbing would be nice. Ooh, that's a nice idea. Patch pockets on top sounds really good. I do love pockets on everything. Yeah, we could do some pockets, and we could do them just in stockinette. Essentially do our, what's it called? Our swatches. Do swatches after the fact. Could do 2 row stripe of the cuff color. Mm-hmm. Just like a thin stripe of it. Or a stripe of black. Like, because I have so much of this black mohair, I could do 2 strands of the black, like drop the color and do 2 strands of the black for a row, so that there's just a thin black stripe every 10 stripes or so. Me too, I love pockets. Yeah, pockets are the best. Stop eating my sweater, Beelzebub. No, thank you. That sounds pretty too, the thin black stripe. Yeah, but where? Or do we do multiple thin black stripes? Do we do just one somewhere? Do we do multiple? Or maybe we transition to black. So like I do 1 thin black stripe, and then 5 rows later or 10 rows later do another thin black stripe, and then 8 rows after that do another thin black stripe, and then 6 rows after that do another thin black stripe, then 4 rows, then 2 rows, and then switch into black, you know? I think there's enough black to do that with. I mean, I don't actually know if there's enough, but I think there is. Because right now it's like black and pink or whatever. Have it just switch to fully black at the neckline. Could be cool. I'll have to think about how many. Maybe after 12 rows or so, black stripe on top of the green patch pocket too. Yeah. How many rows are we at right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on my 7th row. Hey, stop. Yeah, dang bird. Okay, I'm almost done this row. I'm gonna finish this round. I'm halfway through the round. So I'll finish this round and then we'll look at how it looks. I'll like stretch it out and we can look at it. I do like that it's mostly acrylic, but there's still wool in it because it's 70% acrylic and 30% mohair on the black yarn. And then the pink yarn is acrylic. But that still means there will be like a fuzzy aspect to the black yarn and a warmer aspect to the black yarn, which I think will look really nice. I kind of like the idea of transitioning it into a black sweater at the top. So it's colorful and then fades into black. But like slowly. Mohair is goat? Yes, mohair is goat. Goat wool from a very special goat. A mohair goat. Oops. Okay, once I finish the end of this round, which is, I don't know, like 50 or 60 stitches away, I'll stretch it out and we can see how it's looking. Angora goats, who knew? Mohair goats, not mohair goats, Angora goats. Angora goats make mohair. They make a very soft wool. And I think it's only from a certain part of their body also. Like, I don't think it's like the whole goat. I think it's like their chest or something where mohair is from. If I'm correct. Angora goats, like Angora rabbits. Okay. Oh, wait, what? I always thought Angora referred to rabbits. Learn something new. Well, Angora, if it's listed as Angora, it's from a rabbit. If you have a project or a sweater and it says Angora, it's rabbit. If it's Angora goat, it's mohair. Angora rabbit. Angora is the word for rabbit. You know, like mutton means sheep. You don't buy meat that says sheep, it says mutton. Angora means rabbit. But Angora goats make mohair. Is it referred to rabbits too? Angora on a label is rabbit, always. Angora will never be goat. It will be mohair listed on a label for goat. Just the breed of goat is Angora, but they're not going to tell you that. The fiber is called mohair. They just like to make things complicated so it can look expensive, okay? By making it complicated, you can charge more. Okay, so there we go. Here's 7 rounds on the sweater. Time for you birds to leave because I'm gonna go crazy with 2 of you on my arm like this. Okay, now let's spread these stitches out a bit. Stretch my back as well. There's the color with the black and the pink. And we got the green for the rib stitch, and now you can see that 2x2 rib a little better. I'm still feeling a bit mixed about how the black looks. We'll have to see. We'll have to see later. For now, here's how it's looking, and I feel like a little bit Halloween-y. The vibes feel Halloween-y to me, and that's not what I want. So I'm hoping that as we go, the Halloweeny nature is going to move out of it. And it'll just look whimsical and more magical. Maybe from far away it doesn't look Halloweeny. We'll see. You say not Halloweeny? Okay, good. Thank you. Appreciate you. Well, everyone, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. I enjoyed hanging out with you. I had a really nice time. We stayed a little extra, which is always fun. Yes, as Candace has already said, be kind and safe, and drink water is my recommendation to you today. Drink a little extra water because it's good to stay hydrated. And if your heat has started turning on because it's cold out now, you're going to have dry air. So it's good to have some extra hydration. So drink extra water today. Be good, be nice to yourself, and tomorrow there will be a new tutorial for a blue baby sweater. It's very cute. It's the sweater that you can see in the background of this picture. It's a little blue baby sweater for a 2-year-old size. And that will be coming out tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'm going to finish it right now. If you are interested in seeing that, definitely check it out tomorrow. Patrons, if I finish it early enough, I'll get it out to you this evening. If not, then you'll see it tomorrow as well. And yeah, if not, I will see you on Wednesday because we get together Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. And on Tuesdays at 11, I have my new tutorials. So don't forget to click the like button before you head out. Click the thumbs up on the video and subscribe if you're new. And that's it. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time. Bye.